Boys and Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Janice with me. She is my sister-in-law's mom. She's such a sweetheart. And I was just telling her, I wanted to show you guys. So we used to have it kind of over her ears a little bit longer here. She likes it a little bit longer through this area so it doesn't come in with her calyx. So we like to keep this a little bit longer, but we're gonna take the bottom tight. But I like how we've been doing it with her ears cut out. So anyway, we're going to show you that. Okay, we just gonna come straight across on the neckline. In fact, sometimes you can do this too. Instead of even cutting, you can just bring in your clippers and then just comb down and just make this nice and straight and clean looking. Okay. Sweet. Now, the top, we are going to take a little bit off of here, you can see. Just point cut into that. Now, to leave this a little bit longer, I angle up a little bit. So you can see it's not taking off as much here. And then I'm going to connect that to that. Just so from here to here, see how there that's an angle? Instead of, because usually I do it like a 90 degree, it's a little bit more angled this way. And the reason being is, see how this is longer when it's angled this way? Instead of just coming in 90 degree, which is about here, I'm angling it that way more. And that gives that to stay a little bit longer through that area that she likes. Okay. And then of course we do like it tighter towards the bottom here. Okay, and then again, remember I'm kind of coming up this way, so that main point will be a little bit longer. Tighter at the bottom. So yeah, it's really cool. Janice moved here, oh goodness, it's been, is it 10 years? Yeah, 10 years. So that's super fun. And she actually bought a house right next to my daughter-in-law. So that's been cool. I would love to live by my daughter. It's a fun thing.
Next to your sister-in-law.
What's that?
She's your sister-in-law.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I would love to live by my daughter, like you live by your daughter. I would love that. I think it's special that you're right next, you know, living next to your daughter. That would be awesome. Any one of my kids, I would love to live by. Okay, just gonna hold this out, come around the edge and down into that bottom. Kind of clean that up. I always like to comb, make sure I get all the little hairs. Sometimes some little hairs can be stuck behind. So that's why I'm always like combing as I cut. Okay, now we're gonna come on this side. Okay, again, I'm leaving this part long, so I'm gonna bring that up And bring this in. This way it tapers around the neckline, so it's, it's tighter down here. That also gives the look of fullness up through here when you bring that tight. And she definitely likes that look. A little bit fuller up through that top area and then a little tighter towards the bottom. Yeah, Janice, she's a sweetie. She, through one of my houses selling, not the last house I sold, but the house before that, she let me come in her basement and work. She had a sink down there from the lady that she had bought her home from. And so, yeah, I got to do hair in her basement for why I built my last house. The one before this one, I guess I should say. So yeah, she totally helped me out. It was awesome. One thing that I loved when I, was talking to Deanna and stuff when I got in the family, and her dad was named Dennis and so was mine. And so I'm like, I loved that our dads had the same name. It was awesome.
That was your dad's name?
Yep. Dennis. They would always call him Denny or, something like that. But yep, it was Dennis. So yeah, that's what we have in common.
Dennis's mother was absolutely, it will not be anything but Dennis.
Oh, really? They didn't want like any nicknames or anything? It was just Dennis, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, and some people are like that. Like, it's funny. So my youngest son, his name is Briggs, and we just, tease around and call him Brigham. Come here, Brigham. It's not, it's Briggs is his name, but yeah, we'll call him Brigham or whatever. But yeah, some people just really like the name, so that's great too.
Well, also when we were in elementary school, that's when Dennis the Menace was invented.
Oh, okay.
And,
So did he get that a lot?
well, every now and again he had to set that straight.
That's right. He is not a menace, huh? Okay. All right, so I'm going to hold this out by her ear and take that, a little bit of that off. I'm going to hold this. So I am just trimming this because she does like it, they have a little bit down here, but I mean, obviously not too much. We're going to cut this out around her ear. Okay, I'm going to cut up just so this comes down more into a point. Up, you can see I start up here, come down to there, make that into a little point. Okay, sweet. Now we're going to come over this side. I'm going to take this, take that length off. Okay, now same thing, just comb this down. Okay, cut that down into that point. Again, come up this way. It's super, super pretty when it comes into a point like that. Okay, awesome. Okay, Now the bangs, I always like to hold her bangs out, set my shears on my ring finger, point cut into this. Okay, perfect. All right, now what we'll do is give her some texture up top so she can get some body, some volume up here. I wouldn't recommend, I would not recommend, like, please do not texturize in where you're parting. Where you're parting or any hairline, you don't want to get close to those. So yeah, please stay away from those. Okay, now what we're gonna do, the Add Volume Mousse from KMS. I'm just adding this into her hair. Mousse is light, and mousse won't do much unless you get a good mousse. If your mousse, say you put it in your hands and it disappears fast when you rub it together, it's probably not concentrated enough, so it won't do much for your hair. So if it's a little bit more concentrated of a mousse, it's going to help, make your hair fuller. Okay, now this is the Volume and Lift Spray. I'm just gonna spray just a few little squirts on that. I'm just gonna wipe my hands off here. Okay, now blow dry. Just gonna blow dry the back down. And as soon as this gets about, I always say like 80% dry, then that's when I like to bring in the round brush. Some people don't like to use the round brush. The round brush will give you more volume. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to use a round brush, but I promise if you just work at it for just a little bit, you'll get it. It'll be worth it. Okay, so same way this way. You can see I'm just moving my fingers back and forth. Okay, then this is about 80% dry, so I'm going to bring my brush in here. This is a Technique brush. I love that brand for round brushes because it holds on to the hair while you twist. Some round brushes, if you put your hair in, the hair slides out, it doesn't hold it. But the cool thing with this is it doesn't like catch your hair as far as like tangling it or pulling it, because there's a lot of round brushes that can pull also. Okay, I'm going to turn it back to high now. There we go. How you doing, Janice? Good, good, good. Okay, so Janice likes her hair soft. I do back comb it just a little bit. She likes just a tiny bit of volume, not a lot. I do love this cut on her. A lot of people don't think that just taking the hair out from the ear, like cutting the hair out, is like changes it that much, but it totally, totally does. Totally makes a difference on the way it looks. Okay, I'm just cleaning that up just a little bit. That's what's fun. Once you get done, you can see any little touch-ups you want to do. Just seemed like it was a little bit thick and too like cut straight across there, so I just kind of took some of that out. Okay. So cute, Janice. All right, so I'm just going to come up here. I just take my regular comb, like with the teeth that are fine right here, and I just come in and back comb this just a little bit through the top. And then I just push it back down into place so she has a little bit of volume, but not much. So you can see I'm just kind of putting this back into place. I just take the wider teeth to like push it back into place. Okay, then I'm going to turn her so I can see what we've done here and put it kind of in its place. How's it feeling? Is that feeling better?
Yep.
Good. Is it too poofy? Up here a little?
It's okay.
A little bit? Okay. Okay. So pretty. So I'm just gonna spray that a little, and then I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see how, like out here where I left it a little bit longer, it's fuller, and then it comes in. Same thing on this side. It's just fuller through this area and tighter through here. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Janice, for letting us do this. She's always so willing. I love it. She's a sweetheart. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I would love to answer any questions you have. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, you guys. Have a good day.